2-2 count. Line drive left field. That's a base hit for Bryce Chance. Coming in the bottom of the third. That ball ripped into left field, ranging over, and it's going to fall in front of the left fielder, Meyer. Chance going to try to get two. The throw in, not in time. And the second hit today for Bryce Chance. 7 innings. Is about the origin of the 7th inning stretch. That ball hit well into right center field. And it's going to get down. It'll be a base hit for Chance. Going to try to get two, and he's in there safely. And so back-to-back base runners for the Dogs here in the bottom of the second inning. A leadoff walk. Into center field, a base hit. Chance going to drive in another run. It'll be an RBI single for Bryce Chance as Highfield crosses the plate, and State has a 3-1 lead. And Bryce Chance continues his hop smoot. 3-1. Runner goes, chop left side, third baseman comes in, fields, and a throw across, not in time.
That's a ball you just hold on to right there because no chance to make the play at first base. That ball just did not get to Hansen in a hurry. And you see set back waiting on the hop, but the ball just didn't get to him.
A ball and 2 strikes to Chance. Lined into center field, a base hit. Sullivan will put the brakes on at second base. 2 hits in the inning for the Dogs. And it keeps the inning alive for Michael O'Brien. That ball hit well into right field. Ranging back, Stewart can't get to it, and it's going to one-hop over the wall. It'll be a ground rule double for Bryce Chance, his second hit today. That ball popped up, shallow left, long run, and it's the left fielder Chance in the air into left field, ranging over his Chance, and Bryce on the track hauls it in out in left field.
Wow, he had to go a ways to get that one.
And Gallert got it right off the end of the bat. And that ball traveled a ways out into left field, and now 2 outs. He has really opened up his recruiting area. There's a ground ball up the middle into center field. And a leadoff single for Bryce Chance to get things going here in the second. This is a Troy team. And a hard hit ball to center field. That's the same place they got that single back in the second. This keeps the inning alive for Reed Stallman.
For Mississippi State, that's their 9th hit tonight. Or today, I should say. And this is going to fall fair into the corner. Motley gets it back into the infield. Good throw, but safe for Chance as that's a double. And this is the part.
Worked his way out with a couple of strikeouts to finish up the inning.
For a base hit. Chance might have extra bases. Summerhill's got a pretty good arm. Here's the throw. He spikes it, and it's not in time. Oh, still loose. A leadoff double from Chance. And that's how the State 6th inning begins.
Yeah, great hustle play.
6-5. It wasn't without some drama in the bottom of the 9th. Bulldogs had runners at second and third. There's a ball hit in the air, deep left. Bryce Chance has found the Crawford boxes. He's got a solo home run. First of the season. And the Bulldogs jump on top early in the top of the first inning.
That's the classic you hang it, I bang it. Bryce Chance gets himself a curveball that stays up in the zone, and that's the pitch for Watkins that he tries to get hitters out on their front foot on. But if they're on time and it stays up in the zone, it can go a long way.
Van tried to make that leaping grab and didn't do so, but Chance gets the home run. I feel like the Crawford boxes have been a 2-1 to Chance. Hard hit, base hit. Tying run will come to the plate of the 9th inning for Mississippi State. Each team now with 9 hits. And now we start to get to the meaty portion of this Bulldog order.
There you go. Bryce Chance does.
Lafayette. There's a fly ball lifted into right field and hit well. Could go. Gone. Home run. Bryce Chance. And State has a 1-0 lead as Bryce Chance for the second consecutive game homers in his first at bat.
What did we talk about? Bulldog hitters looking to ambush the fastball early in the count. Bryce Chance got the first pitch fastball, stays inside it, drives it the other way, and gives the Bulldogs the early lead.
Well, got the pitch outside, went with it. Bryce Chance, who homered in the Sunday game against Oklahoma State out in Houston. That gave State an early lead in that game. Cup was going to try to score. And Chance going to lay down a bunt, first base side. Tough play, not in time. Well, Bryce Chance had a home run in the first inning and now a bunt single in the fourth.
And you start drawing out the analytics of where to put a bunt down and beat it out, it's about as good as it gets. You got the left-hander on the mound, momentum taking him away from that first base side.
Saturday, one on Sunday. And a fly ball lifted into left field. Ranging back to the wall and making the catch is Bryce Chance. And 3-2. Ground ball, chop left side, shortstop. Rivera rounds it off, throws it across, not in time, and an infield single for Bryce Chance. That ball ripped into left and hit well. Back to the track, leaping, and that ball is gone. A two-run home run for Bryce Chance, his first hit of the weekend, his third home run of the season. And the Bulldogs have a 9-1 lead in the bottom of the sixth.
Chance just got a ball in the inside part of the plate and just pulls it out. Got a pitch to hit. Take a look. Actually just leaks out over the middle a little bit, stays behind it, and drives it.
It's that one in the air to left field. Left fielder going back to the warning track. Reaches. That one's gone. A second two-run homer for State in the sixth, and it is 9-1 Dogs.
1-1. And through the left side for a base hit. State will wave that second runner around. Reeves will come in to score. It's a two-run single for Bryce Chance. And the Dogs lead 5-0.
When you see what happens when the infield comes in, you just tighten down the angles of the ball.
Backhand play by the third baseman Aldifer. Long throw, and it is safe. And an infield single for Bryce Chance.
The 0-2 pitch to Chance comes home. Slider lifted out towards short left center. Chance is over, and it's down for a base hit. Chance a hard turnaround first, but a strong throw in keeps him at first. Chance now has hits in 10 of his last 12 games. And up comes it, slices it to left. Chance over towards the line, and it's down for a base hit. Westcott rounds third and comes in. Chance quickly gets it, throws to second. The tag. Oh, what a throw, and it's in time. Urban's retired.
Down a home run. Hits that ball well in the center field. Backing up on it, Bryce Chance, and he's got it for out number one. Into center field. Here comes Bryce Chance on a striving catch. Did he get it? And he did. Bryce Chance on a looping fly ball in the shallow right center field. Makes the diving catch. And the second out of the 8th.
You see Chance has to come a ways, but able to make the catch. Lands on his hands.
Boy, good bunt, third base side, and nowhere to go with that one. Just a beautiful execution by Bryce Chance. Saw the third baseman, Borba, playing back, and he dropped it in perfectly.
Boy, that was well done, wasn't it? And he showed it at the last second, too. You mentioned Borba, the third baseman, playing back.
Field Ballou over his head and off the wall. Bryce Chance hits the bag at third. He comes around to score. The throw to the plate, not in time, and we got a tie ball game. First it was Dylan Cupp scoring, then Bryce Chance. It's now 3-3 in the fifth.
By 1 run, and have not lost since.
Bryce Chance on the run, and he makes the catch at the top of the wall. That could be huge for Mississippi State.
Boy, that's robbing one there. He went up over the wall and robbed Casey Bora of what would have been his 4th home run. That is big time, folks. Big time play. And our defenders in the outfield have been on point. Watch him tracking it. He can feel the track with his feet. Watch him go up the ladder and just over the wall and snow cones that ball. Big time play by Bryce Chance out in the middle.
And here's Bryce Chance. Line drive left field, that's a base hit. Solid single for Bryce Chance. First pitch swinging, back-to-back singles for the Dogs in the bottom of the first. Sawyer Reeves stops at second, and Bryce Chance with a solid single to left.
Gritty kind of a ball player. High chopper to short. Tough play. Willits ranges in. The throw is not in time, and it's 1-0 Bulldogs. Sawyer Reeves crosses the plate. That'll be an infield base hit and an RBI for Bryce Chance. Rifled in between third and short. A base hit. Scooped up by Desan Harris and left, who gets it back in. And Bryce Chance has his second. Willits rockets this one toward right center field. Bryce Chance, though, races back to grab it a couple of steps shy of the warning track. And the inning is over as Willits time up today. Fly ball towards center, shallow, and Walk won't be able to make a play. But he's able to kind of decoy Stallman out there at second base. Stallman wasn't going to take any chances on Walk potentially coming to catch that. So he stays put.
Yeah, that's good base.
To center field, Walk has to come sprinting in, and he won't make it in time. Bryce Chance has his second hit of the game. And the go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th for the Bulldogs.
It's not slow enough to be a changeup, but he can get it up there 93, 94 miles an hour.
That one is slapped right over the second baseman Daniel Dickinson's glove, and that'll be a base hit. Good start for Bryce Chance. Take that 292 average and raise it a couple of points.
Well, I think that's the key to getting to Cade Anderson. Get him early, because he's a strikeout pitcher for a reason. You get 2 strikes on him, he's going to bury you. So Bryce.
1 out runner at first, and the 1-2. Ground ball. Milam diving, but it's out of his reach into left center field. Quickly around second. Sanders on his way to third. Runners on the corners now for the Bulldogs with 1 out. 1. And Brown launches it deep to center field. Bryce Chance going back, still running, just shy of the track, and he's got it for the final out of the inning. Quite a ride off the bat of Brown to the deepest part of the park. But the boxer, and this one high in the air to left field, coming near the line on the run as Chance gets to the track and has room to make the play for out number 3.
Hard hit ball through the left side. That's a 2-out RBI single for Bryce Chance, and Mississippi State has a 3-1 lead.
Well, big at bat for Bryce Chance right there early in the ball game for Mississippi State. Able to get himself into a 2-1 count and then just hits the grounder hard through the 6th hole.
Line down the right field line, and that's trouble. Into the corner. Bryce Chance is going to stop at second base. Good throw from Petrie coming back. Petrie's got the great arm out in right field. Misplayed it a little bit off the wall. A 2-0 ripped to the left field for a solid single by Bryce Chance. He's hit the ball well a couple of times. They have a 2-out single, keeps the inning alive for Nolan Stevens. It hits that ball into left center field. Ranging back is Hall. Still going back and reaches and dropped it. Had it hit off the heel of the glove. Hines will move up to third base. He was back, going to tag on the play. Chance gets into second base. And it's second and third and nobody out. Boy, and Hall had to run a ways and trying to navigate the wall.
Yeah, he did, but this is a ball that's got to be caught in center field. It's in the air for 5 seconds. And Hall gets to the wall, gets to a good spot, but just unable to make the catch.
Hard hit ball, and that's a fair ball. And it will kick off the railing. They're going to wave the runner Sullivan around. And here comes the throw, and it's not in time. And an RBI double for Bryce Chance. Jackson slipped down on a wet outfield turf as that ball went right down the line and it caromed off. And that's one of those that's tough on an opposing left fielder. Hard hit ball at home. There's a fly ball lifted into center field. Back goes Chance all the way to the warning track. That ball took him all the way to the wall, and Scobie got all of that one. Flies out deep to center in a one. And there's your second hit of the day. That ball lined into center field. A solid base hit from Blake Jackson. Going to try to get to the throw to second, and he slides off the bag. Tagged out.
Thinking punch out. You need to get a punch out right now.
Just past Torres down the left field line, and the Bulldogs will add to their lead. 2-run score on the 2-run double by Bryce Chance to make it 9-3 Mississippi State.
Hunter Hines, one of the top 15 batters in the league in SEC only. Chance going to lay down a bunt. Fielded by the third baseman White. Throw to first, not in time. It's a bunt single for Bryce Chance, and still nobody out.
This is a nice bunt by Chance. Defense not.
Game that he recorded were all via the strikeout. This one's to the left side, past Shelton, and the Bulldogs will pick up another run. The throw home is cut off as Sullivan slides head first, and it's a 4-2.
And lines it into right center field. He comes through in the clutch, drives home a pair. We're tied in Pearl. Chance RBIs 21 and 22, scoring Reese and Sullivan.
Take what the pitcher gives you. Take its line drive, not trying to do too much. Bases loaded.
This pitch is hit well to center. Chance is on his horse. He's at the track, and he hauls it in, robbing Ole Miss of what would have been a tie.
0-2, hard ground ball, right side, gets through. It's a base hit for Chance.
I think that was a mistake. I think that was a time to go with that really good cutter or the big breaking ball. They had set him up with a fastball in, and they tried to climb the ladder. Graham, when they inside, then we went to wristbands, and now we have all the computerized stuff, but they do a good job of that.
A liner to left, that's down. A solid base hit by Bryce Chance. He came into the game batting .289. That's his 42nd safety of the game, and everything has been very hard hit in this inning.
Elite bat speed. You saw that ball, that bat got to the zone pretty good there for Bryce Chance. He's hit .289 coming in, and really good hitter.
Both mentally and physically, no doubt. There's a shot that's going to roll around in the right field corner for a while. Bryce Chance is on his way to second base, and he makes it. Pretty good throw from deep in foul territory down the right side, but a leadoff double by Bryce Chance.
It's a catcher with a 1-9 pop time playing right field with a cannon, but Bryce Chance got a breaking ball, and he didn't try to do too much. He just stayed inside. They're playing off the line with Cooper McMurray, and good start for him with a double. Want the bullpen, you like to have him tired and fatigued if you can.
And a shot up the middle will produce another run and yet another one. A 2-run single by Bryce Chance, and he is 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, and 2 driven in. And this is a Mississippi State team with
and saying, hey, listen, you got this, or whatever it is that you need to do. And I think he brings that veteran leadership to the team.
There's a hanging curveball slammed a long way the other way. It's high off the War Eagle wall. A run scores for Mississippi State. It's a long single off the top of the wall by Bryce Chance, and Noah Sullivan scored easily, but Bryce Chance was held to one base as Bub Terrell played the carol.
It looked like a hanging breaking ball, and look, he did a great job of staying back. But what a play by Bub to really what the numbers are at the major league level with the offenses.
Here come the Bulldogs, as you suggested they might. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and the throw back towards second base.
To left and left center.
That ball rocketed into right field. It's going to drop in front of Chase Nixon. Hines will come around to score. And Mississippi State, with 3 hits with 2 outs here in the first inning, has taken a 3-0 lead.
Now, this is a ball that later in the day, once it's done.
And there's a bunt, a beauty. Clay picks, Clay throws, not in time, and a beauty.
That's textbook. Set the bat angle, and that's what Chance does. He's a guy that creates.
Laying down a bunt, nice bunt. Fielded by Pittman, the throw is not in time. Boy, Chance got down the line, got a great jump. They got the carom off that artificial turf in front of home.
In the last 8, 4 of those been multiple hit games.
Out to the shortstop, Tyler Bell rounds it off. Throws it across, not in time. Boy, Bryce Chance hustling out of the box. That's a blue-collar single right there.
Yeah, it looks like Bell just double clutches on this one.
3-run bottom of the 4th has taken a 1-run lead. Line into right field, gonna get some more. Round third is Sullivan. Hines heads over to third. It's an RBI single for Bryce Chance.
Bryce Chance is seeing it. Hits a ball hard to the wall earlier. He hits that one hard the other way.
Ground ball, left side, knocked down by Bell. They'll have no play. An infield single will drive home a run. The 3rd hit of the day for Bryce Chance, and it's 7-4.
Well, Bell has to go to the backhand side and get on the ground to grab this one. Has no chance to make the play anywhere. Sullivan was moving quickly from second base, took away any possibility of a throw to record the out there. And that's a really good at bat by Bryce Chance. 8 pitches in the at bat.
Into left center field. That ball, long way to run for the center fielder Chance, but he gets there, and that will end the inning. That probably saved a couple runs there. Had a long way to run. Bryce Chance in the left center field gap. Hauling it in as he slides to the third. State leads for both of these teams as they've been outstanding tonight. Fly ball, lifted to left, back to the wall and hauled in, and it's dropped. It's dropped. Chance will stop at second base. Page hit up against the wall. And he is ground ball headed to left field. Chance will round third. Here comes the throw, and the Dogs walk it off on the RBI single from Joe Powell, and have swept the doubleheader from Kentucky.
Joe Powell.
6 Chevette.
Great personality.
Ooh, a little bunt down the right side. Going to be a tough play. Safe at first. And they are loaded. Bryce Chance just flying down that line.
Left-handed pitchers fall off the mound to the third base side, and Bryce Chance is not an ordinary 6-hole hitter. Center fielder, he's got that speed. No chance Byers is beating him to that base.
James McCoy lifts this one out to left center, high in the air. Another long run for Chance to the wall and makes a catch at the 385 sign. Wow.
Boy, 2 out walks come back to bite you. Ball up and away. Bryce Chance showing some oppo pop right here off the wall. Mormon does a great job. This is all-out effort, but just out of the reach, and a triple for Chance. Hunter Hines scores easily from third base. And the crowd at Duty Noble's got something to cheer about. The dugout.
And Simmons is greeted with a sliding catch made out in center by Bryce Chance. Another strongly hit ball there by Isaac Humphrey, but first out recorded.
Isaac Humphrey has hit the ball 4 times. 2 of them have been foul lasers, and 2 of them have been lasers in fair territory. But Bryce Chance right here, great effort, nice sliding catch.
Chance into center field. It will drop for a base hit. Sullivan is in. 1-0. Bulldogs take the lead.
But Derek, this is exactly what Mississippi State needed. They needed this.
3-1. Out towards right. It'll drop for a base hit. Sullivan makes his way towards home plate. 4-0 Mississippi State. Another RBI hit for
1-1. Line down the right field line, and that one's slicing away from Mormon, and it's going to kick up against the wall. And Bryce Chance on his way to second base, a 1-out double here in the bottom of the second inning.
I've seen Chance go the other way a couple of times here this weekend.
2-1. Hard hit ball. Chang reaching, getting, and can't make the play. He lost his footing in shallow center field. Able to get to it, showed the range that time, working to his left. But Bryce Chance has an infield single to get things started here in the bottom of the 4th.
And there's a smash out to the alley in right center. That's going to score another. Little 2-out magic for Bryce Chance. It takes a huge turn, but will be content with a run-scoring 2-out RBI single.
This is unfortunate. I wanted to see Brady Kilbring settle in. Tough play on the last one. This is just a bad 0-2 pitch up in the zone.
Corner last half inning. Off the mitt. Over to second, the bare hand, but no chance. Jacoby got a piece of it on the way through. And a 1-out infield single, you would imagine, for Bryce Chance.
Sometimes they tell you to let these balls go through, right?
Is back up there and shoots one right off the pitcher. Karams towards third. This will be an infield single. He's got 3 hits tonight now. That's his second that stayed on the infield.
Catcher number 55, Joe Powell.
This is lined into center. It's another 2-out RBI base hit for Bryce Chance. That's just all he does right now.
Like we're watching the same song and dance. Missouri last night had him 1-2, 0-2, same thing. Pitch out over the dish. This is a breaking ball that doesn't really do anything. Out over the dish. He literally hit the same ball last night for an RBI.
And 1 so far here in the second. And this is belted deep out towards left field, and it is over the bullpen. Bryce Chance, another 2-out run-scoring base hit. This one is 4th round tripper of the season, and make it 8-0.
Guy knows the zone. Typically a pretty good product if you know where balls and strikes are located. Doesn't miss this one, kind of leans on it. I kind of like the swag there. This is simple but humble.
He's got 4 2-out hits of the 5 knocks he's got this weekend. That's going to be another drilled into the alley in right center. Bryce Chance putting on a 2-out hitting clinic this weekend He'll pull in his second with a double.
Guy loves that backside gap. Does a great job of staying on this pitch, as he's done all weekend. Something out over the dish. Just shoots it to the gap. Uses those wheels to get to second.
Mentioned yesterday, it feels like he's at his best when he's going left center to right center. That's been where most of the hits have gone. Obviously, the home run came pull side over the Missouri bullpen.
Outs, 6 walks. Ground ball. Kent Spence fires, safe at first.
Career hitter Brian Chance. 3-1 Rick to left. That's down. And Mississippi State rocking and rolling. 105 exit velocity there and extend the hit streak now 19 games.
Yeah, you want to have success against Will Jones. You get into hitters' counts. You lay off the tough pitches. Boy, that's a sweet swing. Simple.
It's 8
outs, 6 walks. Ground ball. Kent Spence fires, safe at first.
Down the line, fair ball. Bryce Chance booking it for second. Bulldogs add another. Chance is in with a stand-up double.
Man, oh man, you think back at plays and games and in innings that you could circle. Look like a surefire double play ball. You give them an extra out. The Bulldogs from the SEC, you better believe it, they make you pay. Brian Chance, all year long, coming into this game 4-13 with runners in scoring position. Looks to me like this Mississippi State ball club is starting to sell out to the breaking ball. Almost.
Down the line, fair ball. Bryce Chance booking it for second. Bulldogs add another. Chance is in with a stand-up double.
Man, oh man, you think back at plays and games and in innings that you could circle. Look like a surefire double play ball. You give them an extra out. The Bulldogs from the SEC, you better believe it, they make you pay. Brian Chance, all year long, coming into this game 4-13 with runners in scoring position. Looks to me like this Mississippi State ball club is starting to sell out to the breaking ball. Almost
against Central Connecticut State. Smoke to center field off the bat of Bryce Chance. Dude is finding himself barrels.
Boy, he can hit. He can hit. And Bryce, I apologize. I'm up here calling you Brian. I got to get it together, but that's a beautiful piece of hitting right there. On the inner half of the plate, staying inside the baseball, short swing. Perfect. 3-for-3 day. Bryce Chance.
Remember, player 126 more after. Ground ball up the middle. Nice backhand flip initially, but momentum took that away from Ruzakia.
How about Bryce Chance? Make it 4 hits on the night. Another barrel and a great attempt out at shortstop by Goodman. Incredibly tough play. There's no way you are turning it.
6-5. It wasn't without some drama in the bottom of the ninth. Bulldogs had runners at second and third. There's a ball hit in the air, deep left. Bryce Chance has found the Crawford boxes. He's got a solo home run. First of the season. And the Bulldogs jump on top early in the top of the first inning.
That's the classic, you hang it, I bang it. Bryce Chance gets himself a curveball that stays up in the zone, and that's the pitch for Watkins that he tries to get hitters out on their front foot on. But if they're on time and it stays up in the zone, it can go a long way.
Van tried to make that leaping grab and didn't do so, but Chance gets the home run. I feel like the Crawford boxes have been a...
Lafayette There's a fly ball lifted into right field and hit well. Could go. Gone. Home run. Bryce Chance. And State has a 1-0 lead as Bryce Chance, for the second consecutive game, homers in his first at bat.
What did we talk about? Bulldog hitters looking to ambush the fastball early in the count. Bryce Chance got the first pitch fastball, stays inside it, drives it the other way, and gives the Bulldogs the early lead.
Well, got the pitch outside, went with it. Bryce Chance, who homered in the Sunday game against Oklahoma State out in Houston. That gave State an early lead in that game. That ball ripped into left and hit well. Back to the track, leaping, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Bryce Chance, his first hit of the weekend, his third home run of the season. And the Bulldogs have a 9-1 lead in the bottom of the sixth.
The Chance just got a ball in the inside part of the plate and just pulls it out. Got a pitch to hit. Take a look. Actually just leaks out over the middle a little bit, stays behind it, and drives it.
And one so far here in the second. And this is belted deep out towards left field, and it is over the bullpen. Bryce Chance, another 2-out run scoring base hit. This one is 4th round tripper of the season, and make it 8-0.
Guy knows the zone. Typically a pretty good product if you know where balls and strikes are located. Doesn't miss this, but kind of leans on it. I kind of like the swag there. This is simple but humble.
Chance swings, drives one to left field.